Hi.
What is this?
Some, it's a really neat game made by some company and no one's ever heard of.
How does this fit into McDonald's law?
Enough out of you.
I'm just gonna date this video.
Well, it is comparable to Dynamite Heady, which is a game made by Treasure.
As is, yeah. So Treasureland Adventure is compared to Heady because it's very much a project for that, and this game is compared a lot to Heady because.
Reach out
I
and
mean, I don't not see it, but I can't really articulate why it's compared. I mean, the extending to attack enemies. This game's really, really good.
yeah.
I
Hello,
like it
sleepy
more.
boy.
I distinctly remember renting this from Blockbuster when I was a kid, and it kind of blew me away.
This is just something I remember randomly picking up, just emulating sometime. It's like, yeah, it's pretty neat. It's, this game is made by Sonic Team? I don't know if they were
As
called
far as I
Sonic
know,
Team.
yeah, I think so. And it's 1995. This is very late for a Mega Drive / Genesis game. Okay, there's a gem down there on the left that you didn't get, and I'm already annoyed. Focus on play.
How dare you?
This game's, really, really pretty. Like, it uses a lot of, parallax stuff very well, which is why I made, several stages for it in Mugen.
Yeah. I think I know why this video is under an hour long, because it may not be a speed run, but this person is not wasting time. So the gimmick is extending arms, which is, I suppose it's like Heady in that, you know, he's got this head thing that you use for, it's like multi-use. Yeah, Heady uses it for traversal, grabbing onto Hangman. Is it Ristar or Ristar? We really should establish
I was
that.
gonna make a joke about that, yeah, I was like, what do you call this game again?
I think Ristar, because he's a star. Vista?
Then there's the Ristar, where it's like wrist, which is
Ristar? Vista?
I
Look,
always
treasure.
said Ristar, but it's one of those things that's
Ristar.
it's very Hadrasity
God only
zone.
knows.
So yeah, he has a powers both to attack and for traversal. I think that's probably why it's... That's why I would compare it to Heady anyway.
Yeah.
Unlike Heady though, this game is very easy.
Yeah, it's alright. Like just coming
It's,
off
it's
of
about right. I have played it a lot,
Yeah.
so it might be slightly skewed.
I mean, just coming off the McDonald's game, which was a lot easier than this.
Yeah, well, this is significantly easier than Heady, I would argue though. That what I might argue, no, it absolutely is.
Yeah, I'd agree with that just because the Heady has got some bullshit in it, but
You get a bonus based on your height there, which it's a good job I explained it because you'd never guess that from height bonus. It's said on the screen there. I'm here to help. Like, I've contributed nothing. It's also unlike some other games, Global Gladiators. This game's not afraid to mix up its backgrounds and like tile sets. So they'll generally use the same foreground tile set across the world, which is 2 levels, and then each background they'll mix it up.
it's
So,
very
yeah, very Sonic-y.
it's very interesting how like this game feels like it was made by Sonic Team because of like they have the rounds, which are like the acts, and then you've got the Act 2 music is like a remix of the Act 1 music and that kind of thing.
SK, did you just use the word feels? Well, did you know that that was the original name for this game and character?
Mr.
Feel.
Feels?
No, just feel. But then obviously someone who knew English a little bit better said, that's not a good name. But no, that's actually his name. And this character was inspired by prototypes for Sonic the Hedgehog. An early prototype would be that Sonic would be a rabbit with extendable ears and he would grab things with his ears. And that's very much where this character came from.
Oh, yeah. They missed an opportunity to call him Felix.
I think that name's been taken.
Can't ever use it again.
Then what's it? They've got a.
It's a generic name, I didn't mean the cat, I'm just... I know that is a normal human name.
Riho is coming.
Hey, this game, not particularly here, but this game does have a few things that make it feel very Japanese. I know at least one boss coming up does.
All the bosses are like good guys who have been corrupted by evil, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was kind of distracted at the time, but that opening animation is sick, by the way. I really, really like it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Also, you can totally hit him here if you get the timing right, but, you know, that's not a good demonstration of the game. He is just within grabbing range there. Even though he's not supposed to be.
Get this monkey off my back.
I like
This is really good.
They turn into like Puyo Puyo blocks whenever they get hit.
Yeah. This really feel-good game, you know? This is amazing as well. This is so good.
Oh, this, yeah. Very feel good, that's why he was called Feel.
That was very technical. Good work.
That is one of the most satisfying level transitions I've ever seen. It's just something about the music, you just see him going from planet to planet, the animation, the colors, like, damn, and it's synced up to the music as well.
Oh yeah. It also goes along with something you talked about before, where it's nice to have like a sense of like space for like the levels being where they are. Like you're actually traveling from planet to planet.
Yeah. Also, this is one of the best water levels ever made.
Yeah, yeah, the water controls in this games are actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it's like normally you associate being like these water levels with being slowed down. No, he actually moves way faster in water.
You know, it's funny, like, the people who gave us Labyrinth Zone, supposedly, gave us this.
I mean, they did Hydro City as well, so...
That's fair.
But yeah, I mean, he's not using it, but if you press the jump button, he can just take a big stroke. And, he can go really goddamn fast. I think this level and the following level, just two of the best tracks in an already great soundtrack.
The whole soundtrack is just really nice. I like it
Really good, yeah.
Ow, my head.
This level, I can't get over how much effort I put into converting this into Mugen, just because that scanline effect that, you know, you can't do outside of like a 16-bit console.
Yeah.
So it's me recreating every single like line on its own graphic.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It was involved.
We might see it here, but every level also, or every world rather, he has a different idle animation.
Oh, that's right. I know one place you'll see it.
Oh right, yeah. When you actually need it. There's a lot of like set pieces like this, but they're done sporadically enough, you know. To mix things up.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This is kind of, I can't really think of any big first party Sega games released in '95. Like it seemed to, as soon as they did Sonic 3 and Knuckles in '94, like, they seemed to just be like, okay, that's it, move on to the Saturn. 32X, whatever. Whereas
Yeah.
this Super Nintendo kept trucking along. It's a shame. Like I really wonder just what sort of games we would have gotten if they didn't just if Sega didn't push the stupid add-ons in the Saturns.
Oh god.
Saturn is just such a bizarre thing to make. So
Yeah,
like, this does not make any Sonic games. Like, what? Like, you're still stupidly popular.
I don't.
Like,
yeah.
why would you not? Why would you abandon all these franchises?
Like at the time, the latest game, or the latest like mainline game at least, was Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which I'm pretty sure went over pretty well, even though they did release it in 2 different games.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know the exact sales numbers, but I imagine they were pretty good. But it wasn't just Sonic; it's like all the franchises. They just stopped. Like Streets of Rage. You want more of that? No.
Well, I mean, they forgot what that was apparently.
Yeah.
Can't get over that story that they fucking
Oh my god.
the guy just didn't even know what it was. Jesus. Saturn
And
is
you got
just
a Golden Axe. You got a Golden Axe game, but it's probably not what you'd expect.
Oh yeah, you got Golden Axe the Duel, which was a port of an arcade game.
Yeah. No port of Revenge of Death Adder, which would have been amazing. The funny thing is, not to go too off topic, but just about the Saturn in particular, Sega were making ridiculously impressive 3D games, like technically and just in terms of gameplay as well. They were just making huge strides in 3D graphics, and then they made a console that wasn't very good at 3D. Like, oops. Like Sony did the PlayStation, and they found out, oh, this thing does 3D pretty well. Like, oh shit, we should probably put in 3D capabilities in the Saturn, but it's like too little, too late.
Sega seemed pretty good at like making consoles that weren't bad, but just like didn't utilize them properly. Because like the Saturn and the Dreamcast are like, I think they're fine as far as I remember, as far as I know.
Dreamcast is when they got it right, because the Dreamcast was literally their own Naomi hardware.
Right, yeah,
And
that's
then you
right.
get like,
Utilized a lot, just didn't get successful.
yeah, and then I always find it funny how the Super Nintendo could do like Mode 7 scaling effects and stuff. You know who could have really done with that? Sega. What did they do in the 80s? Outrun, Hang On, Afterburner.
Superscaler technology.
Yeah, they could have really done with that in their console. Yeah, Nintendo was the one who had that tech. I mean, I know it's not literally that. I know Mode 7 like doesn't magically. You can't do superscaler. I know it's not that simple, but you know, ability to scale and rotate even a single plane. You probably
Genesis
would have
was
made good use of that, you know?
Genesis was like 1 or 2 years earlier than the Super Nintendo or something.
Yeah.
Maybe that really mattered.
88 and then 91.
Jeez.
A bit of a time gap. Yeah, I'm not saying that.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
this is the U.S. release because I know the Super Mario World has a 90 copyright date. I think it's
Oh, right,
90
well.
and 91, but
Oh, I both
You know.
still. Yeah.
oh, Sat Attack! Don't
Yeah, it's,
mispronounce that.
Oh, SAS, you know, the Saturn that's pulling all these games away. Yeah, just imagine an alternate reality where they put a little more effort into the baseline Mega Drive instead of doing all these stupid add-ons and shit. Because I did pull resources away. I mean, 32X and the CD didn't have a ton of games, but there's still games that could have been, you know, development time for other things. And Super Nintendo was still like getting loads of great games
Yeah.
later on, even after the N64 was released. So. Or was it Donkey Kong Country 3 had like you could see an N64 in the background or something?
Yeah. It actually has like Mario 64 music in it.
Meanwhile, this boss is pretty simple.
Yeah, but I think the gimmick is utilized pretty well.
It's good, yeah, this is a good boss. I think it's more difficult because there's less water to avoid him.
Right.
Oh, it also makes it easier to hit him.
I like how they do the big sweeping motions by just making the particles go different directions.
Hey, it works.
Yeah.
Yep.
All the, I don't know what the ranking system is there, but every single thing you get just makes you feel like the best person to play in the world. Also, like Heady, there's a lot of very clear, like, English voice samples.
Ah, yeah.
I'd say the ones in Heady are a little clearer, but, you know, that's kind of mood.
Yeah. Fucking burn that guy alive.
Fuck him.
It wasn't even one guy, it was like infinitely spawning guys. It was,
This is a guy throwing tomatoes at you.
Oh yeah, the little statue used to like bait traps.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, I think Heady's head is invincible. But if you shove Ristar's hands into fire, they'll be burnt and he'll take damage.
Well, they are his hands.
Yeah, and Heady's his head, but that never,
You know,
never
okay.
takes damage.
Point.
I should play this more often. It is like quite a breezy playthrough, just the right kind of level of challenging. I say that when I last played this, I did lose at the final boss, which is a bit embarrassing when we did that base thing.
Oh, yeah.
I should say that using these things to swing around is also really just satisfying. It just feels good. Like just the right level of gravity and speed you can get off them.
Yeah, it's like
Like,
a
it's fine-tuned.
lot slower paced than like a Sonic game, but it still feels very good.
Yeah. I get the feeling they spent ages doing that, just getting it just right. Oh, here's the silly thing. That's simple. Well, we better make that harder.
It should be like the Earthworm Jim 2 stage. Just go on for a million years.
Oh god, no. I like that.
Hey, I picked up me.
I was gonna say that's mandatory to do that, but you still get like a lot of rewards for doing it.
Yeah. Under Factory.
Yeah. Think they made a mine? Well, so they manufacture things? I don't know.
Hey, it's the music that is allegedly remixed in Sonic Adventure 2.
Wait, what?
Oh, is it? I've never heard that.
Like the volcano theme, like it's marked on the soundtrack as "Crying World" from Ristar.
Is it?
That's Crying World is a later level.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go back and
okay.
investigate that.
That's not even this level, but yeah, okay.
Wrong level, but this is my good information for today.
I do. That does seem to check though. Like I can kind of hear it already.
I don't know, Sonic Adventure 2 well enough to say. I don't think I've ever killed that thing. I think I've always just been too slow. If he sets the bomb off, he actually takes chunks out of the level, so you got a little bit more platforming to do. I didn't know you could jump on those either.
Didn't know that either.
Oh wow!
I really like the ground here. It's a very nice looking platform. Like this kind of
Yeah.
hexagonal.
Yeah, like
Oh, and then they make it curved.
I've never killed that one either. Jesus. I think if you grab the bomb, it hurts you.
I think
Or
so.
at least I've been afraid of that. Yeah, the hexagons look like that natural rock formation that I'm blanking on the name of. That you see on the coast. Okay, this might be my favorite boss.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
this is so cool. This really stuck in my mind when I was a kid. Like, I thought this was the coolest thing ever.
Ah, this headache.
This boss is just so cool.
It's very Sonic-y the way those hands popped out.
Yeah. I forgot to ask Yoshi if you're actually familiar with this game. I didn't actually.
Yeah, I played this.
Okay.
We did a let's play of it a long time ago.
Yeah.
Alright, this bit, like, holy shit, I thought this was so cool. And the way he grabs onto the side to get above you again.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's not nearly as cool as the robot chicken fight in Earthworm Jim, though.
I can't even remember that. Oh, right, yeah. I think the level up, a boss fight having level transitions is just really cool as well. And this bit as well.
Oh yeah. You did reference this earlier.
Hey, don't cry. I have these gems to eat. Why was the planet pink?
Fire.
But
You
it
know,
wasn't pink earlier.
It's like the ozone, you know, the color that travels.
It changed while he was there.
It's the blue shift phenomenon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Radical
Like-
6, I don't know.
Speaking of planets that are interesting colors,
Oh, this is the music one? Yeah.
Yep.
This level design.
not the radioactive planet.
This background
that's
is
like-
really cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I like music themed levels. I think the only other one I think of is Rayman.
Oh yeah, yeah. Didn't Sonic Advance, one of them, have a level?
Oh
that
yeah,
was-
it did. Yeah, 2, I think. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so this level's interesting in that, like, it has this, like, kind of short loop in the music, but as you, I forget exactly what you're doing, getting the...
You get that metronome to the birds,
Yeah.
and then they add more to the melody.
Thanks.
Yeah, that always happens. That's one of his world-specific idle animations.
I'm not gonna lie, just the way his expression works when he's idling is, just his, like, growly face. I'm like, was that a localization thing, or did he actually always look that way? He's very Kirby is mad.
I understand this game had a pretty good Game Gear port, with some like unique levels.
Haven't seen it, but
No.
I'm surprised.
So that crane you don't want to get.
It's like
Okay,
a
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know you could kill those notes either.
puzzle
Oh
level.
yeah, if one of those generic bad guys gets the thing as well, they'll take it away.
Yeah, it just, like, goes all the way back to the beginning, I think.
Oh yeah, and just to acknowledge, like, this metronome thing is also like a really good use of his power. Okay, those are the bombs you can't touch. Like, if you grab those, they'll hurt you.
Or jump on them.
So him using his arms like carry something as well, like that's good use of the game's mechanics. Although that being said, I think it's the first time he actually like carries something from place to place.
Well, I
that-
mean, you used that little statue before.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is a lot more involved, though.
I haven't seen the player do it yet. At least maybe I've forgotten. But you can also, you can scale pretty much any flat wall.
Oh yeah, yeah, because you like kind
If
of
you
pull
just keep
yourself to
slamming
it, and you just like. I didn't really acknowledge the
Down
fact that
pump
like his attack is like he grabs them and then launches his face at them, which
Yeah.
he just like bounces off of shit, which is pretty amusing.
And the
then-
game, it's not like some glitch or something. The developers expect you to use it because you can. There's like secrets hidden on against some vertical walls. But yeah, any flat wall you can just scale without compromise. It's just a lot slower than using the ladders.
You know, the teetering at the edge animation is like a fun thing about video games. Like,
Yeah.
you really don't need that. Like, I don't think that's really helpful to the platforming genre, but it is always a fun little touch.
It is.
This is a weird boss fight.
Yeah, it's really not challenging as long as you just avoid them and just hope you hit the right one. I love the way they bob their heads though during this little interlude.
Yeah. It is synced up to the music, which is neat.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to realize just how much the game's action and animation is synced up with the music specifically, which is kind of rare for the time. Like the intermission level intermission.
Right. Well, so much so they made an entire world for music.
Yeah.
Although the next level doesn't really play that much.
If you I just remember these
Dance!
dance. Dance. God, this is what I know. The swinging thing at the end. If you play this on a shitty emulator or something like the Mega Drive collection on the Switch, it sounds fucking awful. Like if you play this game through a substandard emulator, that swinging sound effect is all kinds of messed up.
I remember that.
Oh,
Might have been
yeah, I
lucky.
mean, as long as you, yeah, if you played like a bad version.
I love the level design here.
Yeah. This is really good as well. Like another one of those. Like here's just a level gimmick, and we're just gonna run with it. But but only in this one level. Like we're not gonna.
Yeah.
Because the gimmick here is that obviously you got that vertical movement, but you gotta shoot your hands out at the right point.
Oh yeah, because I think during one of the Sonic Advance games I was noticing they were using this kind of like the bouncing section where you like kind of spins like that.
Hmm.
Like they were actually doing something
Oh,
similar.
Yeah. I never thought of that. I mean, it's not the same devs, I know that much. It's Dims, so.
Right. It did feel like they were intentionally playing homage to this game though,
Yeah.
which is fair because like feels like a thing that I'm surprised I don't, you know, they never like I don't know, made sequels for or
I'm really annoyed that this player did not go for that upper path.
oh,
Then again, I've never seen this lower path, so.
a little bit of that Sonic level mentality there.
Yeah, like, oh, this is the right way to go that I'm always used to seeing.
This game isn't nearly as big as Sonic in terms of
No.
paths, but
It is a lot more linear, but that's fine. That's fine. I
At
mean,
its moments.
it's the pacing done to like a machine. I'll ride this one.
oh yeah.
The level names are very.
That is a
Japanese.
word there.
Oh, this. Oh, this is very heady. The whole stage thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's so silly. These little stories they throw in.
And then distorts the music.
There's actually a cheat code so you can listen to the whole soundtrack with this effect. Or they should call this at games mode.
Oh, God.
Did you know At Games owns the copyright to Ms. Pac-Man? So whenever Namco re-release anything with Ms. Pac-Man, then they have to like copy
Sure.
like redesign her.
That
Oh, yeah,
doesn't sound right to me. But...
No, I've heard it very recently. It's something to do with the Hanna-Barbera cartoon that exists. Also, bear in mind, Ms. Pac-Man wasn't even made by Namco, it was made like by Midway.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure they got the rights to that after suing Midway for, being completely violating their contract.
I'm just saying, I'm sure I've heard something about that recently. They had to redesign Ms. Pac-Man because of At Games.
I do like the bits of the stained glass in the background falling as projectiles.
Yeah.
It's a very well-designed boss fight.
Oh, and now it's purple on this side.
Maybe it's... I don't know, maybe it depends on this if it's facing the sun or not, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it looks like at night.
Yeah. Sure. It's unbelievable. I'm gonna look up what the actual like rankings are, because this guy's not going for points either. But apparently it's unbelievable!
I know that, like, I think every level, like every world has a different name in Japan. Like, this game is localized, like, quite a bit in terms of just, like, the names of stuff.
I know this boss was changed when we get to it.
Oh, yeah, because this, yeah.
Oh, this little... I always wonder if this is supposed to be a homage to Ice Cap Zone.
I forget about this, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
You can actually skip this if you want by pressing start as well. So there's no actual gameplay here.
I totally forgot about that part.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy.
I just really like this this music and this background. Like this, it's just a really pretty place.
Oh god, I just remember Global Gladiators. It's just the difference in quality between that and this. I mean, it's not really fair, but
That's funny because I don't remember that game already.
You've left Purgatory.
Jeez.
I mean, this is like, as far as I know, this is like the last major first-party game on this console. And man, did they like just get it out of the park on a graphical level.
This has something in common with Kirby Dream Land 3.
Very late first-party game.
Yeah.
Kirby's Adventure.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that game was like always seemed like it was like hitting above the its weight class.
So yeah, the idle animation is actually used here, where you make a snowball by just standing around, which can actually be kind of missed if you don't really know that's what you're supposed to do. But
Oh my god, his hand's rotating on that thing.
Never really thought about how well this music transitions from the score screen into this as well.
yeah,
It's a small thing, but okay. So this is
Crying World?
pretty sure it is. No, which one's Crying? Oh, Crying World's the
it's the next stage.
mech yeah, the mech level.
This is very Ice Cap Zone 2, where it's like, hey, now where's water?
Yeah.
I mean, there was always water all around. It's just cold.
It's true.
I think you can't grab onto the ice walls because he does this little animation that his hands are too cold.
Oh yeah. There's also like ice physics, and I don't think we've seen a lot of it, but like whenever he steps on like the ice platforms, he just can't stop moving at all.
Yeah. We saw it a bit. It's a little spinning animation.
Oh, right.
We're gonna see it again as well here.
Yeah, there's like a lot of like neat little physics with it.
That's kind of ominous, this weird melting statues.
Each world is really well realized as well for as briefly as you see it. Like the music world, it's all populated by birds, which is like a small but like nice little touch.
Oh yeah.
Like all these worlds are just so well, just very cohesive, but all feel distinct as well. Not giving any shits there, just powering on through.
Yep.
I always find this bit quite fun, like
Oh, yeah.
challenging but fun. Look how many frames of animation he has.
Yeah, this spin animation is always really nice.
It seems a little bit better defined in a 3D space than yeah, that's cute putting that there. Than Sonic. And Sonic always like, I think the developers were never like 100% sure how to make Sonic look right in 3D with his spines and everything.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is like a really kind of, a bit like a Simpsons character. How a Simpsons character looks really weird facing the front. But we saw here, like, it seems like they pretty much got him down. Like, they know exactly how he would work. So another kind of gimmick. That's curry he's eating.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in Japan, this was actually like a cat monster. It had like pointy ears.
I'm not sure why they changed it, but yeah, it was like, it was based on a weird, like, Japanese, like, idiom or some shit. It's like, a cat tongue is, like, someone who is,
Right.
like, really sensitive to, like, spicy foods.
Right.
So it's, like, all based on a pun.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to change it. I mean, it would have. It makes as much sense as anything else.
Yeah.
Making it a cat monster.
Now he's got a rainbow fez.
Yeah. Up his mouth like this. This bit's great. Forgot about that though. I love the little, like, he only appears in this one world, but that little guy who's like an enemy that becomes an ally.
Yeah.
It's such a small thing, but it's really neat. Like, each world feels like an episode of a cartoon or something, like a Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah.
Like in this
Right.
episode, it's the not to overthink it, but you know, it feels like a little story going on there. And yeah, you'll see. He might pop up again in another episode, but probably not.
So I do know which song Crying World is because it's actually my favorite track.
Okay.
And it's this one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The background is interesting. There's just giant spires sticking out of
Yeah.
a light
The-
void.
Wall of cloud light
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, here's this one weird bit
Oh,
where you
yeah.
get like a very, very temporary power up.
Oh yeah.
The anti. I guess it's supposed to be anti-gravity.
You know, I'm an idiot. I just realized something about this level.
What?
He did the icy slippy slide thing earlier. He did the music bouncy thing, and now we've got some swimming as well. Like it's just putting everything you've learned to the test. I
Oh
only
yeah.
just picked up on that.
Yeah, because I definitely noticed they're just using like water physics, but just without the water.
Yeah, and then before that was the bouncy thing from music and the ice thing that we just saw.
Oh yeah, we gotta use that.
Actually, got to use it finally. This doesn't really have its own gimmicks, but it's like, hey, you gotta do what you've learned. And this has been the ability to do that is you can use that to get some bonus points and things like that. But it's only now that it's actually required for progression.
Oh yeah.
Even if you see like a flying enemy going over some spikes, like that's the idea.
Color scheme here is
Yeah, they have these kind of like mini in a lot of the levels, but they're like some of them are like the rhythm, like not the memory game, and then like the snowball fight.
it's like your Act 1 boss, but it's like it's just getting creative.
I feel like this game's very creative, but they didn't go like too far either. Like
Right.
sometimes they just put in a lot of random shit.
They had fun with it without losing the plot.
While still being structured, yeah.
Yeah.
And the rules for his powers are always consistent as well. Like it's not. I mean, I said the same thing of Heady, but even Heady has that like really random flying mechanic. It's really just doesn't really gel with it with the head firing system. But and there's those fists in the background. This is when
Oh,
the game
time
gets
for the
basically-
brain maze.
Is it a scrap brain maze?
I like that little hey, this is how it works. This is what you gotta do.
It's like the simple way you design a mechanic is the best way to introduce it is to like just give you a really straightforward thing. Be like, all right,
There's no threats here, and you also can't progress until you've done it. I'm gonna say you can also hit those vertically if you just aim down.
all right.
Oh, it's the Chozo.
It's very oh, what the hell is that level name? Metallic Madness.
Mm.
Whoa.
Yeah, the spikes don't hurt you whenever you do that. I think you're actually like mostly invincible while you're flying.
You're actually invincible afterwards as well for a few seconds. There's a you'll see stars linger on him, and you're actually invulnerable during that. So you got like a couple of seconds of time afterwards.
This is like a treasure enemy.
I don't remember this being so challenging. This person's not being totally aggressive. Also, that thing has like a slight autocorrect to it, which is really nice. Like the smallest little programming thing, but it's very welcome. Yeah, I was gonna say you can hit those vertically, or you can just do that. Sure.
Yeah. Oh no,
Oh,
there's
it is.
holes in my background.
Right, that is the Chozo. What the hell?
Oh, this.
Wacky bonus jackpot!
Oh, come on!
I don't wanna.
Oh. Keep this into an hour, I guess. Oh man, that's like the most fun bit.
I'm surprised that was optional, yeah.
Oh, this bit. Yeah, they actually kills enemies as well, so... Look at the points. So, yeah, you see those stars around him? That's also in runtime.
That's
Though he didn't fully charge it though, so...
that's where Sonic's invulnerability power-up comes from.
Yes. This is his essence. Yes, him like just... on one of those treadmill things. Oh, right, you can actually grab that thing from the other side, which is... You can use to get points or whatever, I forget.
Oh. I do not remember this level very well.
The structure of it is very different from any others. There's also bonuses up there, but screw that, I guess. So you see...
Yeah.
You can also cancel out of the shooting star mode by just trying to grab.
I love how it's like a little chaotic, but like because you're completely like invulnerable, it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like they knew you might not.
Uranium. Uranium.
You're in them.
This is fun. I keep saying that, don't I? Hey, what's on TV? Hey, this show sucks. You know, for a game that never got any sequels or spin-offs, it sure has like a lot of interesting characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's. I said earlier, we should do more like one-off games, because then we can like sort of jokingly say, "Oh yeah, we've done the whole franchise" without committing to anything else. But it's kind of sad this doesn't get anything. I think Ristar was the flag waver in one of these Sonic kart games, and that's it.
Jeez.
I just feel like some of these characters, like these two, for example, you know, kind of destined to come back for more. But you know what? Why not? Why tarnish it? Why make a shitty new one? Just leave it alone, I guess. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, he's actually chasing someone. Oh, the robot's hanging off still.
Forgot all about that, damn. Oh dear.
Nah,
No
so-
intro, just fucking crash into it.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the game gets kind of serious. Well, I mean, it's from the last level, but it's like I'm not fucking around anymore.
This is the Wily Castle.
Where's Greedy? Just using the boss intro music for this whole stage is so cool. because you now associate this music with a boss coming up. And just it's so elongated. Yeah, I was gonna say it's faster doing it that way. No. Yeah. Okay, that's why they haven't been doing it much. They're just not very good at it. Yeah, just the lead up is so cool.
I do love you can just whenever you grab an enemy, you can sit there and just hold them, and be like, "I love you."
My biggest weakness against this boss is that I always fight it way too aggressively.
I just really like the fact that the eye was following you and then it popped in the front of this machine. It's just like just a weird detail that just didn't need to be there, but you know what? I really appreciate it.
It's a very this very pastel color palette for the final levels. An interesting choice, but it kind of works.
Yeah.
Definitely looks. I think it's because it looks washed out, which is so normally they go with, oh, we'll just make it dark to make it look off and different. This one just makes everything washed out, which is a contrast to all the bright levels.
Yeah.
So here's where I screwed up when I last played this because I was overconfident.
Remember, this boss can be kind of a pain in the ass. I mean, they get just really long.
Honestly, I think I was just not really taking it seriously enough, and I was like, actually, no, this is actually kind of challenging. Whoops.
That is such a Sonic sound effect.
It is, yeah. Greedy.
Greedy.
You like bleeds enemies.
I do get Dark Demon King vibes from this guy as well. I can't really articulate why.
Well, being blue helps.
Well, yeah, but like, they don't really look similar than that. I guess they have big capes.
Yeah.
They do have like similar-ish themes where it's just kind of like a slow melody and then it picks up like this.
Right.
I think Dark Demon King is a little harder, but it's similar-ish. And I also like him, like he's kind of wrapped up in his cape, like Dracula, for most of the fight, and then he like sort of cuts loose. He's like, shit, now I actually have to try.
Like just holding it, using the enemy is just to halt his momentum.
Yeah. Oh right, that goes letterboxed.
There's a lot of Sonic sounds being used here all of a sudden.
They're ready to come back for a sequel, damn it.
I know, they're the Team Rocket. It just, like, imploded.
Oh,
Yeah, there wasn't really an explosion, and then he's like, "Hasta la vista, baby."
I was gonna say, he's kind of spoke over that bit, but yeah. Hasta la vista, baby. Even the credits are so dumb. I forgot how much I like this game when I break it down.
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm just gonna, it's been a while
Oh,
since
he
I've been
starts swimming for that level.
Yeah.
I can't remember last time I just kind of gushed over a game like this, and this isn't even like one I talk about much, but yeah, when I'm watching it.
It's just a solid game.
Wow, there's credits for Planet designers. That explains a lot.
Yeah. There's so many voice samples, we actually have to credit a voice actress. Oh, yeah.
Which means they got a Japanese woman to go "Hasta la vista, baby." They got lucky. They got to like have a music level so they could put all the audio credits next to it.
Oh god, that transition there. I love that transition to the ice theme.
Yeah.
I mean, Sonic did the level music melody as well, but not to this extent. Like, this is like a proper.
Well, that was more so just like they just put the songs together and then
Yeah,
like,
whereas
mess with
this,
the tempos and yeah.
this they took it to 11, and this bit is even better.
Reminds me a lot of the Gunstar Heroes credits.
Yeah, such a nice melody at the end as well. Just reflecting. Now, I think there's an extra scene if you beat this on hard. And the scene is also different depending on which region you play it. I don't know what they put this on though, so we'll see if we.
Like, I guess that's like the solar system you're on, but what's the weird ring of like?
It's like an
Star-
asteroid belt.
Maybe.
It's space.
Bunch of space crap.
Just noticed some Western names there for testers.
This is very treasure-like, this whole, like, just the usage of the stuff in the background.
Oh,
Yeah.
but it's by PJ Ristar.
Dad.
So that's the hero they captured at the start. That was the plot.
Eh?
So I think in the Japanese version, there's you see Greedy and his minions on a planet, and it's like sort of like, oh, to be continued, which no.
Oops. Should have been, but it wasn't.